Hey, this is Jay with Illumine Reiki Academy. Welcome. So today we're having our Illumine Reiki, we're having our animal Reiki insight for today. So if you love an animal, most of us do, we know how deeply their well-being matters to us. When they're anxious, aging, recovering from an illness or disease, grieving, are sensitive, or just simply not acting themselves, it is natural for us to wonder what more can we do to support them. Of course, veterinarian care is extremely important. And if your animal has a sudden change in behavior, appetite, energy, movement, or breathing, or physical discomfort, your veterinarian should be part of that care team. And so, Reiki is not a replacement for medical care, diagnosis, treatment, or behavioral support. But sometimes, even after the practical steps have been taken, you may still feel that something deeper is happening, or that their human may still feel like there's something deeper happening. And that can be a meaningful time to bring in an animal Reiki practitioner. I remember working with a client whose dog had become very reserved and less active, and he just was not acting his usual happy self. He started to whine a lot more, which was unusual for him, and his person was understandably very concerned. And she'd already taken him to the veterinarian, and he had no physical issues that were found by the vet. And so when I offered animal Reiki to this beautiful dog, I asked Reiki to help bring intuitive understanding for the highest good. I did not want to assume what this animal needed. I simply held the Reiki space and allowed the session to unfold. And so after about 10 minutes, something really unexpected happened. The dog got up from his bed and jumped up onto the couch and began sniffing the back of the couch. And this was a little unusual and surprising because he was normally not allowed on the couch at all. And his person suddenly realized that the place he was sniffing was where their very old cat used to curl up and sleep in the sun. And this cat had passed away a few months earlier. What was so moving was that the dog and cat had never seemed particularly close. They appeared to tolerate each other, but no one had realized the dog might be mourning for this cat's absence. That moment changed the understanding of what was happening. His person was able to understand him a little bit differently, and instead of worrying that something was wrong, she could recognize that he may be grieving. And so she began to offering some more love and attention, reassurance, and support in a new way. And she could communicate to him that he was valued and that his sadness was seen. Later on, she told me that she adopted a kitten from a shelter. It was not a baby kitten, but a little, a few months old. And this, when she brought that cat home, the dog appeared elated, and she eventually shared a picture of the kitten curled up with the dog in his bed with the dog, and it's a bed that they now share. So this experience has stayed with me because it taught a beautiful animal Reiki lesson, and that is never make an assumption about the healing needs of the animal or even their human. Sometimes a change in behavior may be physical, and sometimes it may be emotional. Sometimes it may be connected to grief, change, environment, or a shared field in the home. And sometimes we simply need to create enough quiet for the next layer of understanding to reveal itself. And this is one of the reasons bringing in an animal Reiki practitioner can be so beneficial. When we are deeply attached to an animal, we may want to direct Reiki in a specific way. We may want to calm them, fix their behavior, solve the problem, or just make them feel better quickly. And that desire comes from a place of love, but it also creates a certain amount of pressure on us and also on the animals as well. So having another animal Reiki practitioner assist can help take some of that pressure off us and our beautiful pet or animal. The practitioner can hold a clear, compassionate Reiki space without forcing a conclusion. They can support the animal, the human, and that beautiful bond between them. So, when might you want to consider bringing in an animal Reiki practitioner? So, obviously, when your animal has a behavior or physical change, when they seem to be more anxious, withdrawn, restless, or just not like themselves, when they're starting to age or recovering, grieving, or just newly adopted or nearing the end of their life. And when their home has gone through a change, so maybe someone has gone to college, someone else has moved into the home, any of those types of changes can make a change within the animal's behavior. So when your intuition tells your animal may need additional support, just listen to that intuition. Animal Reiki does not replace responsible care, like we mentioned before. It works alongside it. A respectful animal Reiki practitioner should never pressure the animal, force touch, make medical promises, or tell you to avoid veterinary care. They should honor the animal's timing, consent, and the inherent wisdom of that animal. So we know the animal may choose to come close to them or to us. They may stay far away. We honor their boundaries. We may allow them to rest, and they may move. And they may reveal something through their behavior during this session that helps the human understand them more deeply. So, animal Reiki supports more than just symptoms, it supports relationship. It supports that beautiful shared field, and it supports listening. So sometimes the greatest gift to bringing in another practitioner is that they help create a space where the animal can show us what we were too worried, too close, or too focused to see. So if you feel your animal may need some gentle energetic support, or if you want to learn more about how to offer Reiki to animals yourself, I invite you to explore animal Reiki sessions or training through Illumine Reiki Academy. So learn more at illuminereikiacademy.com or visit the blog article that is mentioned in the um, text below. So have a beautiful day, and thank you so much for watching this. And just know, take good care of your animals, and they bring so much love and light to us. Have a beautiful day. Bye.